Shylock, there's thrice the money offered here.
An oath! An oath! I have an oath in heaven. Shall I not lay perjury upon my soul? No, not for Venice.
Why this bond is forfeit, and lawfully by this Jew may claim, nearest the merchant's heart, a pound of flesh to be cut off nearest the merchant's heart. Be merciful, take thrice thy money, bid me tear the bond.
When it is paid according to the tenor, it doth appear you are a worthy judge. You know the law, your expression hath in no sound. I showed you by the law, whereof you are a well-deserving pillar. Received by judgment, my soul I swear, there is no power in my tongue of man to alter me. I stay here on my bonds.
Most heartily I do beseech thee, court, to give the judgment.
Why then, thus it is, you must prepare your bosom for the knife.
O noble judge, O excellent young man,
For the intent and purpose of the law hath full relationship to the penalty, which here appeareth due upon the bond.
'Tis very true, a wise and upright judge. How much more elder art thou than thy look?
Therefore, lay bare your bosom.
Aye, his breast. So says the bond, doth it not, noble judge? Nearest his heart, those are the very words.
It is so. Are there balance here to weigh the flesh?
I have them ready.
Have by some surgeon Shylock on your charge to stop his wounds, lest he do bleed to death.
Is it so nominated in the bond?
It is not so expressed. But what of that? 'Twere good you do so much for charity.
I cannot find it. 'Tis not the bond.
You merchant, have anything to say?
But little, I am armed and well prepared. Give me your hand, Bassanio. Fare you well. Grieve not that I am fallen to this for you, for herein fortune shows himself mere kind. Then is her custom. It is still her use to let the wretched man outlive his wealth, to view with hollow eye and wrinkled brow an age of poverty, from which lingering penance of such misery doth she cut me off. Commend me to your honorable wife. Tell her the process of Antonio's end. Say how I loved you, speak me fair in death, and when the tale is told, bid her be judge, whether Bassanio had not once a love. Repent, but you that shall you lose your friend, and he repents not that he pays your debt. For if the Jew do cut but deep enough, I'll pay it instantly with my heart.
I thank you, madame. Give welcome to my friend. This is the man, this is Antonio, to whom I so infinitely bound.
You should in all sense be much bound to him, for as I hear he was much bound for you.
No more than I am well acquitted of.
Sir, you are very welcome to our house, and must appear in other ways than words. Therefore I scant this breathing courtesy.
By yonder moon, I swear you do me wrong. In faith, I gave it to the judge's clerk. Would he guilt that had it for my part? Since you do take it, love so much at heart.
A quarrel ho already? What's the matter?
About a hoop of gold and a paltry ring that she did give me, whose posy was for all the worlds like Cutler's poetry. Upon knife, love me and leave me not.
What talk you of the posy or the value? You swore to me when I did give it you, that you would swear it till your hour of death, and that it should lie with you in your grave. Though not for me, yet for your Venice oaths, you should have been respective and have kept it. Gave it a judge's clerk. No, God's my judge, that the clerk will ne'er wear hair on his face that had it.
He will, and if he lived to be a man.
Ay, if a woman lived to be a man.
Now by this hand, I give it to a youth, a kind boy, a little scrubbed boy, no higher than thyself, the judge's clerk, a prating boy that begged it as a feat. I could not for my heart deny it him.
You were to blame. I must be plain with you. To part so slightly with your wife's first gift, a thing stuck on with oaths upon your finger, and so riveted with faith onto your flesh. I gave my love a ring and made him swear never to part with it, and here he stands. I dare be sworn for him. He would not leave it, nor pluck it from his finger for the wealth that the world masters. Now in faith, Britannia, you give your wife too unkind a cause of grief. Swear to me, I should be mad at it.
Why, I were best to cut my left hand off and swear I lost the ring defending it.
My lord Bassiano gave his ring away unto the judge that begged it, and indeed deserved it too. And then the boy, his clerk, that took some pains in writing, he begged mine, and neither man nor master would take aught but the 2 rings.
What ring gave you, my lord? Not that I hope, which you received of me.
If I could add a lie unto a fault, I would deny it. But you see my finger hath not the ring upon it. It is gone.
Even so void is your false heart of truth. By heaven, I will never come in your bed until I see the ring.
Nor I in yours till I again see mine.
Sweet Portia, if you did know to whom I gave the ring, if you did know for whom I gave the ring, and would conceive for what I gave the ring, and how unwillingly I left the ring, when naught would be accepted but the ring, you would abate the strength of your displeasure.
If you had known the virtue of the ring, or half her worthiness that gave the ring, or your own honor to contain the ring, you would not then have parted with the ring. What man is there so much unreasonable, if you had pleased to have defended it with any terms of zeal, wanted the modesty to urge the thing held as ceremony? Nerissa teaches me what to believe. I'll die for it, but some woman had the ring.
No, by my honor, madame, by my soul, no woman had it, but a civil doctor, which did refuse 3,000 ducats of me, and begged the ring, but which I did deny him, and suffered him to go displeased away, even he that had held up the very life of my dear friend. What should I say, sweet lady? I was enforced to send it after him. I was beset with shame and courtesy. My honor would not let ingratitude so much besmear it. Pardon me, good lady, for by these blessed candles of the night, had you been there, I think you would have begged the ring of me to give the worthy doctor.
Let not that doctor come near my house, since he hath got the jewel that I love, and that which you did swear to keep for me. I will not become as liberal as you. I'll not deny him anything I have. No, not my body, nor my husband's bed. Know him I shall, I am well sure of it. Lie not a night from home. Watch me like Argus. If you do not, if I be left alone, now by mine honor, which is yet mine own, I'll have that doctor for my bedfellow.
And I his clerk, therefore be well advised how you do leave me to mine own protection.
Well, do you so. Let not me taken then, for if I do, I'll mar the young clerk's pen.
I am the unhappy subject of these quarrels.
Sir, grieve not you. You are welcome notwithstanding.
Portia, forgive me this enforced wrong, and in the hearing of these many friends, I swear to thee, even by thine own fair eyes, wherein I see myself.
Mark you but that, in both my eyes he doubly sees himself, in each eye one. Swear by your double self, and there's an oath of credit.
Nay, but hear me. Pardon this fault, and by my soul I swear I never more will break an oath with thee.
I once did lend my body for his wealth, which but for him that had your husband's ring, had quite miscarried. I dare be bound again, my soul upon the forfeit, that your Lord will never more break faith advisedly.
Then you shall be his surety. Give him this ring. And bid him to keep it better than the other.
Here, Lord Bassiano, swear to keep this ring.
By heaven, it is the same I gave the doctor.
I had it of him. Pardon me, Bassiano. For by this ring the doctor lay with me.
And pardon me, my gentle Gratiano, for that same scrubbed boy, the doctor's clerk, in lieu of this, last night did lie with me.
Why, this is like the mending of highways, in summer where the ways are fair enough. What are we cuckolds here we have deserved?
Speak not so grossly. You are all amazed. Here is a letter. Read it at your leisure. It comes from Padua, from Bellario. There you shall find that Portia was the doctor, Nerissa there her clerk. Lorenzo here shall witness I set forth as soon as you, and even but now returned. I have not yet entered my house. Antonio, you are welcome, and I have better news in store for you than you expect. Unseal this letter soon.